Last time on Dice Versa.
You push the middle button and the elevator door slides shut and the elevator lurches to life with a rattling vibration. As soon as your boots hit the ground, the door right next to you slides open. A very strong woman in purple armor swings a tactical pike at you, hitting you for 12 damage.
What Navessah is going to do is she is going to take the total defense action, serpentine, dodge, and feint and all of that just to try and get by before the cannon can get a shot off on her.
As soon as you go running, the cannon starts firing at you. You got a +4 to your AC, which unfortunately is not enough.
Boo.
As soon as you step out, you take one shot for 9 damage. You get your feet back underneath you, but not quickly enough as you take a second shot for 16 damage.
Yeah! Look, I got it, Sedona, you were right.
Wow, I see that you didn't take the screws off.
Nope, me big strong. Pow, pow, pow.
Classic Ukko.
Alright, do we want Mishka to be sneaking ahead and kind of keep an eye out, or do you think it's kind of past that and we should put brick wall, thumbs to himself, in front?
I believe we might be past the sneaking point, Ukko. Plus, haven't you already been down this way?
Yeah, but when we go further, there's an elevator, and I think some stairs.
Well then, I will leave it up to you all.
Well, I suppose until we get to another level, we might as well just send Ukko ahead and then we can assess further down the line.
That sounds good.
Yes. Follow me. To your left, you will see elevator. Ahead to our right, we have a door.
As you walk into this chamber, you see that it features 3 large reactors that have been installed in stony niches in the room's southern section. The reactors are connected to thick cables that run along the floor and disappear into the smooth white plastic walls. A computer console blinks and chirps quietly on the eastern wall just north of Navessah, next to a marked elevator platform, and there is that narrow hallway that extends from the northern edge of the elevator platform that Mishka just scouted out.
There's a lot of doors down this hallway, and the camera.
Navessah, you walk up to that computer terminal and find that it is locked behind a security screen.
Sedona, would you care to assist me with this?
Of course.
Alright, could I get the help action from Sedona?
That's a 20, so you will receive a +2 on your roll.
Navessah rolls a 34.
You log into the computer, bypassing the security screen, and you find that this terminal serves 2 purposes. Firstly, it can tap into these reactors to the south, which you can use to recharge your batteries or power cells. Secondly, it can control the lighting and the temperature throughout the entire facility.
Well, if we need to turn off the lights or adjust the temperature, this will be useful there, but otherwise not much. How's everybody's batteries and power cells doing? Do you need a top off?
Put it in me.
Okay, well then I guess at Ukko's prompting I will stick it in him and do a quick top off of his batteries.
It would take 10 rounds total for you to fully recharge your force field.
Okay, if that's cool, I'll take 1 whole minute to just get my little temp 1 HP booster.
Mishka, while we're doing this, could you snoop around a little bit?
Sure. Which direction would you like me to head?
I suppose we can start with the door behind Ukko there.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll. I assume you're trying to be stealthy as you do this.
Ooh, 29.
The sneaky boy.
You crack open that door to find another long hallway that stretches off to the west, and just at the very end of the hallway you can see another path that leads south. There are also a couple of cameras that you can currently see at either end of the hallway as well.
Let's close the door back up. Looks like we got a long hallway with 2 cameras.
As far as I can tell, all those cameras went to that place upstairs that we were in, so it's empty now.
Now, I believe those cameras are probably connected to another security checkout. So we either proceed with caution and try to disable them, or proceed a different direction. What was down the other hallway? You said there was just a bunch of doors. Was there a camera there as well?
Yes, there is 1 other camera down that way, and like 4 or 5 5 doors. I don't know, a bunch of doors. It makes me think maybe that way is like locker rooms or sleeping chambers or something.
Yes. Well, if I had to venture a guess, something as important as the rune drive would probably be deeper in.
Yes.
And since no reinforcements have come to meet us, perhaps we might be good to proceed to a different floor. I suspect that maybe we should just take the elevator down unless anyone has any objections.
Cool.
All right.
By now, your armor is charged, so you guys can press forward.
All right, to the elevator.
Since Ukko has tight fit, I will let you guys all squeeze onto these elevators together as you descend into another sparse hallway that is lined with doors along every wall.
Mishka, could you be so kind as to do a circle around the room, see if you can perceive anything of note behind any of the doors?
Sure. I'm going to check the north. I'm feeling a certain drawing towards it.
All right.
Before I go that way, I will do like a cursory perception check to see if I can see anything, like, because I don't know if there's like traps in this hallway or something. So I want to make sure it's clear before I step into this hallway. That's a 25. I also have blind sense scent, if that matters at all or anything.
You kind of take a look at the ground surrounding the elevator and the walls around all these various doors, looking for any sign of traps or anything that looks strange, but this hallway seems pretty sparse and barren. The one thing you do smell is just this lingering scent of chemicals that just seems to pervade the air. That smells a bit like bleach, giving you a sense that this place is constantly sanitized. But other than that, this place just seems very sterile and bland.
I'm smelling lots of chemicals. I think they keep this place very clean. For what reason? Who knows? But yeah, it smells strongly of bleach and other chemicals.
They're dealing with mechanics and technology. It's quite possible that they're trying to keep it sterile and dry. Unless, of course, we've wandered into some sort of hospital wing. I guess we'll find out.
Those guys will be easier to kill.
Which ones would be easier to kill?
Well, nerds or the invalid.
I see.
All right, he's going to move up to the first door.
All right, you slide open the door and find a double occupancy room that is filled with easily maintained plastic furniture that provides an austere background to the room. That scent of chemicals kind of wafts out of the room as well. The only thing of note is a piece of silk that, as you look closer, you recognize as a silk wrap that you would often see Kasathans wearing in the Pact Worlds. That is sort of a religious thing that they would wear during meditation, and it's folded neatly on the foot of one of the beds in there. But other than that, is a pretty bland and sterile room, just like the rest of this hallway.
He just turns towards the group, gives a thumbs up, letting them know that it's clear. Then he'll sneak up towards the northmost door, and he'll do another perception check to see if he can hear or smell anything on the other side. 25.
You hear a subtle whirring noise, but other than that, it is all quiet.
Then he will softly open the door.
You open the door to see several booths that line this room, which is obviously a dining area. There's a bar that stands in the middle of the room, and you see a paltry few bottles of synthetic alcohol placed neatly along the top. And there's a projector hanging from the ceiling, shining a loop of muted Aslanti propaganda onto the back wall. As you step a bit further into the room, you can see that there is also a food synthesizer that stands unused in the southwestern corner.
Mishka smelled treats.
Are there any treats in there right now?
Nope. You know that this is a machine that you would push a button and it would dispense food, but currently it is just standing there very clean and unused.
Mishka, as tempted as he is to get some snacks, he'll go towards the other door and do another check there. That is a 32.
That door is very quiet.
Nice.
You open it to find a little washroom.
You'll head back to the team. That direction seems clear. Just some sort of recreational / eating area. Nothing important, it seems.
We might be in the living quarters then. Maybe everything was back upstairs.
It's possible.
Well, I can keep checking the south, see if there's anything in that direction.
I think it'd be worthwhile.
Yeah, I can see some sort of openings to the sides down there.
Let me go check.
As you walk further down, you see that there are indeed 2 doorways that are not covered by doors, but have seafoam green curtains pulled across them. And as you approach them, you can hear some sound coming from the eastern room.
Mishka will turn back and give like that shushing hand signal, and we'll do another stealth. Of course, now I roll bad.
I was gonna say, this is when Ukko would psychically be like,
We can just communicate like this, remember?
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
There are signs posted next to the curtains that have bright red letters that state non-Islanti personnel are required to shower once before work and once after.
it's not a science thing, it's a racist thing.
Yeah.
And as you peer around the corner a bit, you can see that the room inside is completely tiled in white ceramic, and you can hear what sounds like scrubbing coming from inside that eastern room.
Mishka will try his best to just take a very stealthy peek inside.
You see an android with pale skin who's kneeling on his hands and knees in the corner of the room, scrubbing the floor with a stiff brush. His blue overalls are stained with water and bleach spots, and he doesn't look up as you peek around the corner, but he calls over his shoulder and he says, "These showers need to be sanitized. Please use the other ones across the hall for now."
Okay, thank you. Mishka goes back. There's an android cleaning up. Do you think maybe we should ask him some questions?
Looks at Sedona.
Well, he is certainly not going to be a friend of the Islanti, if anything.
Yes, what I was thinking. Maybe we can convince them to give us some guidance.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
As Navessah and Sedona approach, Navessah, you see the android in there scrubbing away in the showers, and he calls over his shoulder again. "I told you, these showers are non-operational. You have to use the ones across the hall." And he turns and looks over his shoulder as he says this, and notices Navessah in her Islanti disguise. "Ah, ma'am, I apologize. I thought you were one of the scientists." And as he turns, Sedona lets out a gasp of recognition. But then her body goes stiff, and her eyes roll back into her head, and she collapses to the ground and begins convulsing violently. And as she falls, the android watches her with concern, and then his eyes move up to look at Navessah with anger, and before anybody has a chance to react to the situation, the android is charging forward, pulling a pipe from a quick-release sheath on his hip, and letting out a growl of anger as he goes to swing it at Navessah. Roll initiative.
Do I know he's charging?
You hear an angry growl and running footsteps, so you know something's going down.
All right.
And you probably noticed Navessah's posture shift in a more kind of defensive, take a step back sort of manner.
Yeah. Then Mishka will move into place and get in front of Navessah to protect.
As you step into the room and you meet this charging android, go ahead and roll a sense motive real quick.
Sense Modi. It's 11.
Okay. Now he looks at you, turns his attention towards you, and you seem to be the target of his attack.
All right, I'm going to do a trick attack with my knife.
My knife.
My knife.
Back to episode 12 jokes.
Yeah. That's a 24 on the trick attack.
That meets the requirement.
Yay. 13 to hit with my survival knife.
He sees your knife coming and swings his pipe, knocking your knife clean out of the way.
Sedona?
I can't really get in there, so I'm trying to peek and make sure she's not immediately dead, but also, is there anything I can do for Sedona?
You can make a medicine check.
Oh, I can try. Ukko got a 9.
Android physiology is very weird and science-y. The best you can surmise is that you've seen her do this before. When she first learned of the name Auralos, this exact same thing happened. And as you recall, she recovered from that after a minute or so of convulsing. So you hope that it will be the same situation here.
Since I can't fit, I just sort of lean down and just gently, like, smacking her a bit.
Sedona, come on, get it together, Sedona.
She does not react or does not seem to have any awareness of you doing this to her.
All right, I'm just keeping my eye down that away where my friends are, and that's just my turn.
So he winds up and swings that pipe at you, Mishka, and clocks you upside the head with it, hitting you for 6 damage. Sedona continues convulsing on the ground, completely unaware of your slapping, Ukko.
Nice turn, Sedona.
Navessah, please make a sense motive check.
Navessah rolls a 24.
You are caught off guard by this sudden outburst of anger from this android who just moments ago was seemingly docile, but something itches at the back of your mind as you see his emotions spike so quickly. It just doesn't sit well with you for some reason.
All right, was my move action. Navessah will mark him with get him and will say to Mishka, subdue him, but do it non-lethally.
Roger.
And she'll try to do the words good thing instead of trying to attack.
Okay.
That's my teammate.
Stand down, we mean you no harm. This isn't what it looks like. I'm not actually a Neslanti soldier.
Go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
27.
You meet his eyes and you hold them for a second and you can see there's something definitely going on, but again, you have trouble gaining any deeper insight. But they very quickly look back to Mishka and the rage flares behind his eyes once again. All right, Mishka, as your turn starts, you can make another sense motive check, please.
Yes, sir. 22.
With Navessah's prompting, you also kind of get the sense that, yeah, there's something weird going on with this guy, but again, you don't get a full sense of what it is. There's just something's not fully right with him.
Mm-hmm. And I will use my debilitating trick to move behind him and give him a non-lethal bonk. Ooh, 26 on that.
That succeeds.
Make them flat-footed. And bonk. That's a 13. Minus 4, so I guess 9.
You sweep behind him and try to give him a bonk with the butt of your knife handle, but you pull the punch a little bit too much and just kind of clang off of his hard android exterior.
Ukko's kind of getting a brain blast seeing what's happening to Sedona and knowing that's an android that was peaceful. Ukko drags her back and will sort of say to Navessah,
Tell him the target's dead. The android's dead. Sedona's dead. I don't know.
So I just try to be as big as possible and make sure that Sedona is hidden behind me.
You like open your wings to be a privacy screen.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
The pale android turns following your movement, Mishka, and just goes to swing his pipe at you again. Ooh, this one hits you really hard as you try to regain your footing after your botched attack. He comes up, hitting you with like an uppercut right underneath the doggy chin, hitting you for a critical damage for 13.
My health.
Mishka's just getting clobbered.
Sedona continues convulsing on the ground behind you, Ukko, which brings us to Navessah. Please go ahead and make a sense motive check.
I rolled a 25 this time.
As you see him clock Mishka for that extra hard hit, you see him wince as he makes contact, and you see a flash of reluctance and regret in his eyes, and you get a sense that he does not want to be doing this, and it almost is like his movements are not his own.
Interesting.
Someone appears to be controlling him remotely. I don't think words are going to reach him. Navessah will step to the side and gesture into Ukko. Go get him, big fella. But keep him alive if you can. I will go ahead and give an inspirational boost to Mishka, who gets back 14 stamina.
Thank you.
Hang in there, buddy. She just kind of goes into a safe position.
Yeah, just give it a thumbs up from behind the wall. I'll try to do the thing again. Just try to knock him out. 32 on the trick attack.
Succeeds.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's another 9.
You try to, again, just kind of hit him with the butt of your knife handle, but this time he knows what's coming and he puts up his arm and blocks it.
I'm just gonna go to sleep. Wake me up when the fight's over.
Ukko, he remembers that they were messing with Sedona with nanobots, hence why she's convulsing behind him right now. So he can only assume that that's what's going on with suddenly Ragebot over here. And so his bright idea is, we're trying not to kill him. He's angrily attacking my bonded. I'm gonna stick him with a sedative. So she's gonna reach into the backpack where that sedative's been sitting for so long, grab it, and with my 10-foot reach, just stick it into the big old little guy.
You've had that since like the Aslanti base on the Convis, I think.
Yep. It has a use.
That's great. Go ahead and make an unarmed attack with the sedative.
24 to hit.
And we will ignore that damage. We will do the full amount of damage for the sedative, which is 8. You punch that plunger into his back and just depress the sedative syringe, injecting him with the fluid inside of it.
The nanobots, like they did to Sedona. That's why he's being weird. They got robots in the robot. Don't die, Mishka. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Taking some solid hits, buddy.
Yeah.
The empty syringe hangs in his back for a moment and then clatters to the ground at his feet. You see his demeanor change. He becomes less aggro and he drops the pipe and he clutches his head and he falls to his knees and then he falls onto his side and he starts thrashing and screaming about for an uncomfortable few seconds. And then as the sedative takes full effect, he becomes still and his breathing calms. And he looks up at you, Mishka, with sorrowful eyes, and he says, I am sorry. I am so sorry.
It's all right. Mishka bends down and kicks the pipe away, just in case.
I did it!
Ukko has his arms up, doing like a woo! Just over there with Navessah.
Good job, buddy.
When you lift your arms, the android notices Sedona behind you, Ukko.
Oh no.
Sedona! Oh, Sedona! And he starts trying to scramble and crawl his way over there, but as the sedative fully takes its effect, he has trouble moving and kind of just lies tired and limply on the floor. And Sedona behind you, her convulsions begin to subside. Why am I on the floor?
You did the thing again, where you convulsed.
Oh, crossed circuits. Is everything all right? My name is Aeon, and once again, I am sorry I attacked you. I have not been of sound mind lately. The Aslanti, they did something to me, to my mind, to my thoughts. And now Sedona kind of peers in. Sedona, my friend, I am glad to see you are safe. I was worried when they whisked you away. Rumors said that they took you to Golta, and I feared the worst. Aeon, I knew I recognized your voice, though you look quite different than when we met. Yes, the Aslanti, they saw through my disguise, and they punished me for it. In honesty, I do not remember what they did to me. The last many days have been a blur of abuse and humiliation. Regardless, I am happy to see you alive and looking well. Did they not take you to Golta, as the rumors suggested? In fact, they did. However, my friends here broke me out and made quite a show of it. And again, he regards you, this time with a look of awe in his eyes. Truly, you infiltrated the prison moon and survived?
Indeed, yes.
For the most part.
Big nod from the doorway.
Incredible. Truly astounding. But why in Triune's name would you return to this god's forsaken asteroid? We seek the rune drive.
Yes. Have you heard of that?
Yes, the rune drive. It is the entire purpose of this station these days.
Well, we're here to retrieve it or make sure it doesn't remain in their hands.
Get it or break it, because it can do big bad.
You are truly an impressive lot. I see why you call them friends, Sedona. We could have used you all in the uprising, but it is too late now. The scientists have been worked to the bone these last days. Even if the flame of rebellion still burns in them, they are no doubt too exhausted to act upon it. Still though, by the sound of it, you four may be more successful than we would have been anyways. I have a stash of supplies hidden in the room across the hall. Please, take whatever you want. Whatever will help.
Could Navessah sense motive to kind of see how genuine he's being, just in case someone's trying to play us, and to try and figure out what was causing that kind of reaction, because it definitely didn't seem like he was in control of himself.
Yeah, let's start with the sense motive.
Navessah rolls a 27.
Nice.
You get the sense that he is being incredibly genuine. He is very sorrowful. He genuinely recognizes Sedona, who also recognizes him. You feel like whatever was affecting him, he is, at least for the moment, overcome it. So you don't feel any threat from him or any danger from him right now. Go ahead and roll a medicine or a life science check to sort of diagnose what was happening to him.
Navessah rolled an 18 medicine check.
You get an inkling that he was probably subjected to some sort of brainwashing or mind altering that made him more obedient and subservient to the Aslanti, but also suppressed and made his own emotions dulled. But then when he saw Sedona convulse and, somebody that he cared about in danger, that his own emotions welled up and mixed with the confusion from the brainwashing, he kind of just went into blind emotion-driven, panic-induced rage, basically.
Well, thank you, Ario. You wouldn't happen to know, even just pointing us in the right direction, where we would be able to find the rune drive?
Yes, ever since they did this to me, they have paid me little mind, and I have been tasked with cleaning this facility. The facility itself is separated into 2 floors, this one and the one above. I believe what you are looking for can be found in the main lab. You will have to go through flight monitoring on the western side of the upper floor. Once you go through there, you will find the security center and the rest of the labs. The Aslanti scientists are in the main lab all hours of the day. However, there are also smaller labs to the north, south, and west. The northern lab is where Sedona was treated, and where I first tried to help her. But again, I believe the rune drive will be in the main lab.
Hey, Sedona, if this is what happened when you just see someone you recognized and something like this happened before from simply a word, maybe you shouldn't be coming with us further.
That is true.
I would not stand against you if you all think that I am too much of a liability. However, as I have said, I am resolute on getting the rune drive.
We discussed this before coming in, and Sedona understood the risks.
I do trust you all to get the job done, however, so if you truly wish that I hang back, I will do so.
Maybe you can take Ario here, and y'all can wait at the ship.
I think that perhaps it might be a better idea for me to continue to act as if my mind is addled. As I said, I am allowed to move freely about the facility. I could keep my eyes and ears open for anything that may be of use to you all. I can wait near the facility's exit so I can join you as you all depart.
That's a better idea. That's real good.
Yes, no, I like that. You wouldn't happen to have, or at least could help me create a rudimentary layout of the building. I've been putting together kind of a rough schematic as we've been walking through, but since you understand the layout, would you be able to help me fill in some of the gaps at least so we can visually have a clearer path in and out?
Yes, of course. All right, map drawing session number 2, y'all.
Let's go!
Oh my god, the sequel.
So, as you are already aware, you enter through the maintenance bay in the northwestern corner of the facility on the upper floor, and then you must cross the retractable security bridge.
Of course, it's all blocks.
Using the square tool? That's cheating.
No, this is Navessah.
Yeah. And that will lead you into the receiving bay, which is connected to the entryway watch post. There is a large laser in the bunker there,
which I see you have already taken care of.
Thumbs up, shakes the big gun.
South of the receiving bay is where you will find the main power core. North of the elevator there is where the guards sleep, their dormitories. If you follow the hall to the west from the power core, you'll reach this storage bay, which is a large room with a spiral staircase. At the top of the staircase is the door that leads you into the flight monitoring. This is where you will find the elevator that leads you down into the labs. Once you reach the lower levels, you will exit into a hallway. This hallway will take you past the vehicle bays. About halfway down the hallway, you will find the security center. I will say that I have not been inside of the security center. It is one of the places that they keep the most tightly secured. As you reach the eastern end of that hall, which, by the way, has 2 security doors along its length, that is where you will find halls to the various laboratories. This hall goes north-south. The main laboratory, where you will find the rune drive, is off the western side of the northern portion of that hallway. If you continue west past the rune drive, you will find another of the research labs there. I'm not sure what happens here, but there is some large cylindrical device, something about faster than light travel. I am not particularly sure, to be honest. If you head north past the rune drive, this is where some of the Sardat's stranger associates conduct experiments, and this is where Sedona was subjected to the Sardat's
torture. It was torture. You can say it.
So we'll stop there for revenge.
At the southern end of the hallway, opposite of that lab where Sedona was held, they experiment with power dynamics, something of this sort. And that is the whole of the facility.
Thank you, that was very helpful.
You said there's other people here that at least aren't with the Aslanti.
Yes, there are many non-Aslanti scientists who I was planning to help break out, but as you know, that did not exactly go according to plan.
You think if we show up and kill any Aslanti along the way, they'll at least come up to meet you, and y'all can, get together so we're not just killing a bunch of innocent people?
Yes, I would be very grateful, and I'm sure they would be as well. As long as the path is safe, I would be more than happy to keep an eye on them.
Is anyone still down here?
If the non-Aslanti are not in their quarters here,
He gestures sort of down the hall at all the doors.
then they are going to be in the labs.
Okay, putting it together now.
Yeah, you continue moving about as you normally would, and if you cross paths with anyone we don't, you can let them in on the plan and we can all try to escape together on our ship. Thank you for your help, and I suppose we should check and see what supplies you have that might aid our cause, and we should stop dilly-dallying.
Yes.
And she'll just kind of unceremoniously just walk away.
I do have a question, though. You mentioned that there was a resistance earlier. Do you think perhaps those people might be able to help us out?
Perhaps if you came a few days ago. But as I said, I feel that they are most likely too exhausted.
It is fair.
Though, perhaps Murglebur would have enough fire still. If you see a blue Vilderaro, she is one of the more vocal scientists, and I am certain that she will aid you when she learns of your mission, regardless of whatever state she may be in.
Dope.
Again, she will likely be somewhere in the labs.
Alright, so now we have to get a room drive, break a bunch of stuff, let Sedona have her revenge in her northern lab area, and rescue a bunch of non-Aslanti scientists, and a janitor.
All in a day's work.
If anyone can do it, it is the ones who made their way in and out of the prison moon.
You should have been there. We almost didn't. Oh, so many dead people.
Well, in any case, I would rather be dead than a brain-addled Aslanti slave. So, regardless of the outcome, it will be better than what it was.
Right on.
Thank you again.
I've been holding to that sedative for months. It was meant for you, buddy.
Well, I am grateful.
So are the stashes in this shower or in a room?
In that room, just beside the woman.
Oh, you mean Navessah?
Yes, Navessah.
Navessah's already rummaging.
Ario calls out,
It is the wall panel.
and as you look, you do indeed notice that one of the white plastic wall panels is slightly askew and sticking out a bit.
Well, then she will pop it off, see what's there.
You work your fingers under the panel and pull, and it pops loose, and you find that it was attached to the wall with some makeshift adhesive pads. And behind the panel, you find 6 bottles, each with a strip of bed sheet shoved down its neck, wicking into a bright orange fluid. With a bit of fire, you know that these could work as Mark I incendiary grenades, basically Molotov cocktails.
Don't take those, Chris.
Ukko, I have goodies for you.
Yippee!
You also find 4 lengths of plastic that have each been sharpened to a wicked point. These could work as knives in a pinch.
Some shivs.
And lastly, you discover a rubber glove that has several wires coiling around the fingers and knuckles, and the wire terminates in a cumbersome battery that's been affixed to the wrist of the glove. To your eyes, this looks like a makeshift pulse gauntlet, though the battery looks like it's almost dead at this point.
All right. You take the Molotov cocktails. I'll take the cool punch thing. Navessah, knives.
I don't think the pulse gauntlet will fit your hand, Ukko.
Dang it, put it on a finger. It's a ring.
Is there a check that I can do to try and quickly jerry-rig it onto Ukko's hand?
Yeah, make an engineering check.
I'll assist.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Let's do it, team. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 26.
So Navessah, you'll get a +2.
That is a total of 30.
Nice.
Okay, so you take the glove, which is a long rubber cleaning glove that, covers not just your hand, but your forearm as well. And it's wrapped in these wires that give it the pulse gauntlet capabilities. And you carefully unwind the wires, and then you cut up along the length of the forearm on either side of it so that the forearm section is now basically like 2 separate flaps. And you take those flaps and you tie them around Ukko's knuckles and then wrap the wires back around the glove so that Ukko has the insulation from the electricity from the wires. And so, yeah, you basically make it less of a glove that covers his whole hand and more of just like a knuckle weapon that's just wrapped around his knuckles.
Guys, I'm so happy right now. I love it when I get weapons. Ario, this shit's deadly. What the hell?
Yes, I was looking forward to using that, but I think that it will do better for you. I like the modification you all did.
Oh, that's those 2.
Yes, it was good work considering what you had to work with.
Yes, well, it has been many weeks of gathering supplies. I kept myself busy.
So, add, I guess, the 6 grenades to your inventory, Ukko?
Oh boy. Have I mentioned I'm not great at throwing these things?
Would you prefer I try to throw them?
I don't know why, but something's telling me no.
I'll take them. I like grenades.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Sedona, let's go.
This is why the 2 of you are friends, remember?
Yep.
For what it's worth, Sedona is not proficient with grenades. She just said she likes them.
She just likes them.
I'll take 1 or 2, but again, my track record with grenades.
Navessah takes 2 grenades. There's 4 left.
Sedona, you have 2. Mishka have 2. Navessah have 2. I've got these dope gauntlet thing now. Let's go kill Aslanti, guys. Come on. Let's freaking do this.
Is there anything else that I can do for you all before you continue on with your mission?
No, I believe that's all that we require.
If you do need to rest, this is probably the safest place to do it.
That's a good point.
We may not get another opportunity. What do you think, Ukko?
I mean, if we rest, that gives them more time to prepare, which gives us a better fight and more fun. So I say we take a rest.
I don't 100% agree with that logic.
You don't need to agree for it to be true, okay?
I do not have a comm unit, but if you have a means of communicating, then I can go keep a lookout above and let you know if any danger is coming this way. However, this is the scientists' quarters, and the soldiers rarely come down here, so I do not think there will be much risk for you all taking a brief respite here.
Yeah, just like 5 minutes, right?
Fair enough.
I need to poop.
God.
Very well. Can anyone lend Aereo a comm unit?
Yeah, here.
I'll give him mine.
Don't text my friends.
Very well.
Aereo takes the elevator up to the floor above.
There you go, Mishka. There's a bathroom in here.
So, Sedona, is that your boyfriend?
I barely knew him.
Yeah.
He treated my wounds after I was tortured.
Oh, yeah? Treated your wounds, huh? He's your boyfriend. You looked at him and you fell over.
She looks annoyed and embarrassed.
I do seem a little red.
Yeah. Get it because you're red.
Go poop, Mishka.